This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Rachel Fife.
Well, welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. Now, are you looking to connect your mind, your body, and your soul through holistically minded services? Well, this resource may be closer than you think. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, Dr. Whitney, with Soul Aligned Chiropractic and Yoga. Dr. Whitney, how is it going?
Good morning. Happy to be on this morning with you, Rachel.
Well, we're happy to have you. And, we're really excited to learn about your business. So tell us about your company.
Hey, so at Soul Aligned Chiropractic and Yoga, we're really about helping people not just move chiropractically, but move their bodies, move their mindset so that they really can achieve those health goals that they're trying to achieve. We specialize in uniquely tailored healthcare, right? We don't necessarily do snap, crackle, pop, twist adjustments of people's necks. We practice a specialty technique called the Blair upper cervical technique. It's a very gentle way of working with the neck that's also very impactful. And then another piece we specialize in is called chiropractic biophysics. And that's really a way to help people achieve long-term results rather than just getting in for a quick fix. That's not our game. We really want to help people get to that point of longevity and wellness.
Wonderful. Well, how did you get into this business?
Good question. Way back when I was an undergraduate student, I actually wanted to be a larger animal veterinarian. And I ended up shadowing with a vet for 9 months of my senior year at undergrad, and admittedly had my eyes open to some of the darker sides of allopathic or Western medicine. Not saying all veterinarians are like this at all, but the one that I worked with was a total pill pusher. And he never really asked questions about, hey, what does your animal eat? What is their activity level? What type of play do they get? What's their environment like as a whole? He would just say, hey, here is some medication. If this doesn't work, come back in 2 weeks. And over the course of 9 months, I saw a lot of return clients. And so something that happened is that happy, healthy families would bring in happy, healthy pets. And my young mind at that time just had a total light bulb and was like, I have to switch gears. I need to start looking at a more holistic way to approach health. And so I was kind of naive about what holistic healthcare or even alternative healthcare looked like at that time. So I started reaching out to acupuncturists and herbologists, naturopaths, doctors of osteopathy, and chiropractors, and seeing what it is that they do, how it is that they do it. And nothing really lit my internal fire quite like chiropractic care did. So that was my journey into the profession.
Wow. Now, what do you think are some myths or misconceptions in your industry?
That's awesome. Admittedly, one of the biggest complaints that I have with my profession is people come up with this saying of like, well, my chiropractor said they wanted to see me twice a week for the rest of my life. And where I would love to see people for the rest of their lives and care for their spines and their families, seeing that I'm at a frequency of twice a week, I don't really feel like I'd be doing my job, right? And so one of the misconceptions is that we have to be at a high frequency of chiropractic care for there to be results. And that's not necessarily true. We really need to work on finding the root cause of what's wrong, solving that so that we can get to that space of maintenance. I think another misconception with chiropractic, oftentimes this is an older generation misconception is coming through, is like chiropractic is not necessarily, they're not doctors, right? Or they are, it's like 3 seconds, you're in, you're out, and you're on your way. And I didn't really feel like I did anything, or my health wasn't looked after. And in that respect, the way that we practice, we take our time to get to know people, right? We think that's important and an important part of healthcare. And chiropractic as a whole is really interesting because we have a very narrow scope of practice. As chiropractors, we work with the spine. And so something that's neat is that we go through a lot of schooling to know what's in our scope of practice and what's not in our scope of practice so that we get to refer out. So really, we're very, very qualified diagnosticians because we have to know, hey, can I help you or can I not help you? And with that respect, we are considered a point of first entry for primary care, right? Which I think is a really cool thing to kind of demystify in that respect as well.
Wonderful. Well, we know marketing is really the heart of every business. So who are your target customers, or how do you attract them and your patients?
That's awesome. Target client, we love working with families primarily, right? Oftentimes we start working with moms who are really the head of the households with looking after their family's health as a whole, in charge of making sure that everybody's getting fed well, driven around, right? Going to school, et cetera, et cetera. We love working with our female clients as well. We are an all-female office, but gentlemen, that does not exclude you at all, right? And honestly, we're really looking to serve the people that have been through chiropractic care before and are still seeking relief or still seeking a better solution to function their best, to be excited about moving their bodies, about feeling good within their bodies, about functioning within their bodies for many years to come, right? Not just, hey, I want to come and get a quick fix, have an adjustment, and maybe I won't see you again for another 2 years, right? That's not necessarily our target client. We want to really be with people on their health journeys.
Okay. Hey, have you ever thought of doing your own podcast?
You know what? You are not the first to suggest this. I have, at this point, my free time isn't at the point where I'm ready to do a podcast, but maybe that's an excuse and I should just start carving out an hour a week.
Well, now outside of work, what do you like to do for fun?
I am an avid outdoor enthusiast. Prior to becoming a chiropractor, I actually worked in outdoor education. So I took school groups in California out rock climbing and backcountry canoeing and backpacking and exploring all the natural spaces that there are. And so I still like to do those things in my free time. I love surfing. I love getting into the mountains and backpacking. I actually enjoy solo backpacking quite a bit and taking myself on camping trips to really just get that interpersonal time. But I love doing those things with my husband as well.
Wonderful. Now, Dr. Whitney, please tell our listeners one thing they should remember about soul-aligned chiropractic and yoga.
Yeah. Remember that if you're looking for long-term results and somebody to hold your hand and kind of walk you through on your health journey, we're here for you. And we're here to answer questions. We're here to support you in whatever way we possibly can.
Wonderful. Well, how can our listeners learn more about soul-aligned chiropractic and yoga?
Excellent. Checking us out on our website, soulalignedchiroandyoga.com. We also have social media with Instagram and Facebook at soulalign_chiro_yoga. Or if you ever just want to talk and chat more about how chiropractic might be able to help you, please just give us a call. I'm always open to having chiropractic conversations. That's 949-232-0523.
Well, Dr. Whitney, I really appreciate you being on the show, and we wish you and your business really all the best moving forward.
Thank you so much, Rachel. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnporangecounty.com. That's gnporangecounty.com, or call 714-941-8862.
Well, you did such a